Hey guys, Chase here, Southern Sky Farm. Hopefully you can hear me. It's raining today, a little bit windy, but we have a surplus of shiitake mushrooms. All law grown, no pesticides, no insecticides, no fertilizer, nothing. We take these logs, all oak logs, cut them down, and then start the mushroom process. We have this side right here I need to harvest today. We have this side over here. Come over here and we have, look at all those. Look at the back row back there. And then on this side. A couple over here. Some aren't big enough to harvest yet, but will be soon. We have a few over here. So this is what a shiitake mushroom looks like when it grows on the log. I'll kind of get a little up close. See that beautiful log grown shiitake mushroom. There's another one back here. Let's see if I can get a better one. Look at this one right here. Beautiful. And I'll show you the size of my hand compared to it. So these are not small mushrooms. Look at this mushroom right here. Massive mushrooms. So these are the ones we did a couple years ago. And they're really producing, this is gonna be their second basically fall. As we start growing these, and then this, we should really get a lot of good mushrooms this year compared to last year, because they have to sit in log cabin style, which is right there. They have to sit like that for at a minimum of 7 months, and then once they start getting inoculated, which looks like this, see if I can get the focus. Looks like that, where you start seeing a little bit of like white. And you'll see some like this. Like obviously both of those are inoculated. All those are inoculated. But that's what it kind of looks like. So when we see that, we put them in TP style. Now obviously these are, they just got to like I think 7-8 months. They start showing inoculation, so we've got them stacked up in TP style. We may get a few mushrooms off this year, but the real ones, real good growing will be next year. And then after that, we get to these, which obviously we've had for this second year now, second fall, that we've actually had growing mushrooms. And they're producing a lot of mushrooms. So I'll kind of show you what they start out looking like. They start coming out like this. You can see this one right here I'm talking about. That's what they look like when they first start. Then they go to something like this. Let me get the focus. Something like that, which obviously is a tad bit bigger. And then they go to something like this when they're even bigger than the one I just showed you. And then once they get to this stage, which this is a really good stage to pick right here, they will get to a stage that looks like this, which is a little bit more flat on top, and it loses all the white looking hair. And these right here are still great and still ready to be picked, but we are getting to that they could not go like another day or two. If they went another day or two, we have a possibility of getting slugs on them. So I'll pick this one right here and show y'all what the underside looks like. Oops. Spider was crawling on my hand. Alright, so then you can see, that is what the bottom side looks like, which is absolutely perfect. Perfect white color. You can see all the ribs of how clean they look. Now y'all see right here there's a little like bug crawling on there. So that is perfectly normal. What we do prior to giving them to customers is we will take the top of them, we'll flip them over like this, and then we will slightly tap the top of the mushroom. And then as you do that a few times, the small amount of bugs that you see crawling around, they will fall out of the mushroom, and then you have no more bugs in there. Something else we do is once you get them, just give them a slight little washing, and to be ready to rock and roll and be cooked up. So that is what they look like on, let's see, there you go, what they look like on the bottom. So when you harvest one, let me put this one up here, get it out of the rain. So when you harvest one, we'll harvest this one right here. So when you harvest this one, you can kind of see on the bottom side what they look like. Now, so you see right here and here is where it's into the log, and that's where it's growing. And then it'll grow out of that and also go into start looking like a mushroom. So you can see on the bottom side that there's no slugs or nothing, and you can actually start seeing through this side over here a little bit. But that's what they look like on the bottom side of the log when they're growing. So what we'll do, see if I can do this on camera, is we'll reach up and then grab the base of the stem right here and give it a little twist, and then it comes right off. And you can see once I pull it off, that's what it looks like. We have a perfect mushroom that we just picked. Beautiful, nice and round. And then if we flip it over, look how perfect the bottom side is. It's absolutely beautiful. So that is what it's kind of like picking our mushrooms. We sell our mushrooms for $1 an ounce, or 1 pound of mushrooms for $16. And that's the price we have on them. So we will get these picked up. We will reach out to our customers, and hopefully we will be able to get all of these mushrooms sold to our customers within the next day or two, and we'll have them all gone. Something else that I do is, if we don't have customers, obviously then we'll purchase them ourselves because they're absolutely delicious. Or if we have any ones that are a little darker on the bottom side, which I don't see any that I can show you that, but if we have some on the bottom that are a little bit darker, then we will cut those up into slivers. We will dry them, and then hopefully in the coming couple months or a year, I'll be able to start making some spices that are a mushroom base. So that's kind of my idea in the future. But I'm gonna get these guys picked up, and we're gonna have a lot of mushrooms. Once I'm done picking them, I'll get back with y'all and show you all the stuff that I got to pick. Stay tuned.